Okay, so now we go to question 2 and 3 base all the following. So the question say consider regression line. So this is a question of a line, you know what I'm saying? But this is a question of a line is not well written. So I'm gonna rewrite it in a well format, you know what I'm saying? Whereby Y represent expenditure of a company. So the Y is expenditure of company in millions of rand, and X represent the income tax generated in a million range. So now, so they give me question. So I wrote this question down, and then they say that was a given data. So now the question say how much expenditure will incur if the company, so expenditure we say represented by Y, okay? So how much expenditure if the company generate income tax of 2 million. Oh, okay, so the X is income tax, which is 2 millions. So what we're gonna do, okay, so now let's go to the question. We have this option here, you know what I'm saying? These are options, so I go straight to my written data. So this is a written. So now let's go and finish this question easy. So they give me X, because X is income tax. So they say this X is income tax. So first and foremost, before you do anything, this is a regression line, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you have a question of a line, make sure it's written in a standard form. This is a standard form of a question of a line. So Y is Y, it has to be separate, and then everything must go after equal sign, and then M represent a slope, or sometimes slope you can call it gradient. Gradient and slope is the same thing. Gradient, slope, same thing. You know what I'm saying? So now, first and foremost, you see this is not written for standard form. So I'm gonna have to take everything after equal sign, like just like this. This is standard way. So on the left of this equation, on left with Y, and then it's gonna be equal. So equal. So all this stuff here must go over equal sign. So look, this is negative 7.5. When it go over, it's gonna be positive. So it's gonna be what? Positive 7.52 X. And this is the positive. When it goes over, it's going to be negative 4.26. You see, is in this format right here. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So it's in this format of standard equation of a line. So now, what is the question? They say they give us here in a question, if you go careful and read, they give you tax of 2 millions. You know what I'm saying? 2.2 million. So X is given, and they want you to find Y. See, they say if the company generates income tax of 2 millions, okay, which is X, how much expenditure if the company, look, excuse me, my problem. If you go back to the information here, Y represent expenditure of a company, X represent income generated. So the income gave to you, look here. If the income tax is 2 millions, okay, 200 millions is 200,000 millions. Okay, cool. So it's 2.2 million. Okay, cool. 2.2 million. So what I'm gonna do, I'll come here. So the X is given. So I'm gonna say Y equal to 7.52. I'm not gonna write X anymore. I'm gonna write 2.2. But remember, it's millions. So whenever you have a millions or anything, you must multiply by how many zeros? 6 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Because you have to change it to million, okay? And then I have minus 4.26. So I'm gonna put everything in calculator. So you put everything in calculator. So why I don't just write 2.2? Because look, this number here is not in millions, you know what I'm saying? So this is not in millions, so that's why I have to change. I mean, this is not in millions. If it was million, then I was gonna write here 2.2, okay? So I have to change this to normal number. So that's why I didn't want to write in words at 2.2 millions. I had to change it to normal number. So I'll take my calculator here and plug everything in the calculator and get the answer. So it's easy. So I'll say 7.52 bracket 2.2 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Yes, bracket, and then we minus 4.26. Okay, this is gonna give me 165. So I'm gonna get 165, 654, 654, 39, 39, 9959, 5.74. Excuse me. Sorry, we had a load shedding a little bit, man. Kept time in very bad with load shedding. So what I'm gonna do here is is in millions but normal number. So if I want to write like how it just gave us a y equal to, look, 3, 3. So I can write 1, 6, comma, 5, 4. If I want to write in words, millions. But I could write like this. So either of these option, if I want to write as a word, so say 16.524 millions. But if I want to write as a number, I'll write like that. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going to go to my option and see which option it is. So if you go to this option here, I'll just go for option number 1. So option number 1, if it has to be written as a millions, you know what I'm saying? It has to be written as a millions. Okay, but now still I've got somebody say, man, look, but it doesn't have a millions, that number. It doesn't have millions. So how if my answer could be third option? Somebody say that. You know what I'm saying? Third option. Let's see about the third option. It also makes sense. And then we can see which one could be the possible answer. You're going to make a decision based on what you think could be the correct. Because somebody say, oh, no, this one is not right answer because they only write 16.54, but there is no millions. Because if this has to be the correct answer, means it has to be millions. But this one, it should be the right answer. You know what I'm saying? So now, let's go. So now what we're going to plug now, we're not going to write this. So we're going to check as a millions. So now if I come to my calculator, I'm going to edit those 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay? So I'm going to remove those 0, 0, and then remove those 0. And then let's get an answer. And then if you put in S, you get 12.284. So if I remove those 0, 0, means I have to plug 7.54. Means now, if I'm not going to write these 3 as a 2.2 millions, means our Y now is going to become 12. You see here in the calculator, 12.284. 12.284, which is option 3. Okay, so now. Okay, now, so this is going to be your work now, you know what I'm saying, as a homework. Can you tell me which one you think could be the correct answer? Could be the first one or the third one? Because this one is like everything in millions, but in my opinion, if it was me, I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? It kind of is a question, but I kind of silly this question. I just want you to tell me also your opinion. Do you think this could be the right answer or the third one? You know, based on your facts. You know, you can leave a comment in your FaceTime my channel, click the like button, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Tell me what is your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I can learn from you. You can learn from me. You can learn from mistake. You know, some people could say, oh, me, I think the third one could be the answer. Somebody could say, oh, this one, the first one could be the answer. So the option could be the first one or the third one, based on your facts. Okay, I want you to tell me what you think. Thank you so much. Now, let's go for the next one, okay? So now we go to question number 3. Question number 3 is a continuation of the same question. They say, what is the slope and intercept of this line? Okay, slope, we say, okay. So let's go closer so you can see. And then what is the slope and intercept of this line? You know what I'm saying? So we got two intercepts, x and y. So the slope is the value of m represent in that equation which we already rewrote it. Okay, so now let's come back here. See that one right there? Slope. Okay, slope is m. So I told you here, right? Slope represent m. So after we have rewritten the equation, which became this one here. So if you compare, look, y is y, m is this m number, which is slope. Oh, so my slope is 7.52. And we said here c, it represents this y-intercept. You know what I'm saying? So it means this is the value of c, because you can see this is the value of c, and this is the value of m. It looked like here, look, y equal to 7x, and this is c. Okay, so my slope here, which is m, is going to be 7.52, and my y-intercept equal to -4.26. So for question, the next question, which is question 3, m, which is slope equal to 7.52, and c is y-intercept -4.25. So if you look careful here, it's option 3. You know what I'm saying? So I'll go for option 3. Question number 3 is option 3. See, 7.52 and -4.26. So this question 3 is option 3 for sure. Okay? Cool. No problem. Now, So this is option 3. You know what I'm saying? So that's option 3. Okay, now let's go to question 4. So the question 4, if you go to question 4, now we go question 4. So question 4 is very easy. Okay, I can just show you quick. You know, I can show you quick how to do the question 4. So now let's go. So we have our equation already, which has been rewritten. You know what I'm saying? We read our equation already, so which is y equal to 7.5 2x and then minus 4.26. You know, no, this question has nothing to do with the previous question, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. So the question stopped there. Question number 4 has nothing to do with this equation. This is something separate, and I did this question already. If you go and follow my video, it's already written. So look here, man. You first time, you know, go and subscribe, you know, leave a comments, and you can request anything that you want me to help you out. To subscribe is for free, to help is for free, everything's for free. I started these projects to help you guys. You know what I'm saying? Free everything. Just go and leave a comments and tell me what would you want me to help you for. That's all. So thanks a lot. Make sure you leave a comments. You learn from me. I believe you learn from me. You know, we can learn from each other. You know, so peace and love, and thank you for your time and your patience, your comment. I'm asking you guys, make sure you go and leave a comments. I'll be more than happy to respond to all your comments and all your requests. Thanks a lot. Peace and love.